Hey everybody, okay, on the road again. So I just got to my last delivery. Just this one little pallet. They're about to fork it off right now. So I did some local stuff today, this morning for a DC, and one pick, 3 drops, and it was $3.95, I believe. And then I'm gonna pick up a van. I'm here in San Diego now. I'm gonna pick up a truck, actually, a truck. I just grabbed a van from Vegas because I'm gonna pick up here in San Diego, head back up to another shipper, and then go to Vegas and Phoenix. Well, he forked it off so fast, that one little pallet, he beat me to finishing my video. Anyway, so what's going on is I did a pickup this morning. It's Monday. I did a pickup this morning for a DC of mine, and then it was 3 local drops here in SoCal, $395. And I'm ending up with those local drops in San Diego here. Now, I am about 5 miles away from picking up an F-150, and that is going to Las Vegas with me. What's up, everybody? It's Natalie. Hello, hello, hello. It's Monday afternoon. This is what I got going on. Wanted to show you guys really quick. 2018 F-150 STX, like my truck, an STX. And I have 2 stops of freight at the nose of the trailer. This is part of it's going to Vegas, and another part of what's in the front of the trailer is going to Phoenix. This time I got to choose. So the truck is going to Vegas, and then half of that stuff in the front is going to Vegas as well. And I'm doing Vegas first this time. And then I'll be heading from Vegas to Phoenix. And Phoenix is a little bit, is a better area, much better area for freight and cars even as well. So, and it's also the farthest point, you see, when you're doing ding, 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 kind of multiple stops like I'm doing, multiple areas. You want to drop off in the farthest point last, so that your back haul home, or your return trip, I should say, wherever that is, maybe you're not going home, but wherever you plan on returning, hopefully the revenue will be the highest because the miles will be the highest. So right now I have somewhere probably between 12,000 and 13,000 pounds on the trailer, and I floor loaded everything. There was no need to stack or, you know, belly strap, or just, you know, there was no need to do any stacking or any creative loading today. I am headed to Vegas. I am like about halfway there, and I shut it down, and it'll be, the Vegas run will be under 300 miles total, and it's going to gross me $735. And then I already have, I'm going to drop off the F-150 in Vegas, so that'll leave me a bunch of space on the trailer. I already booked like a small box truck, but like a van conversion, little mini straight van. I don't know. Anyways, that will be interesting. And that is going to go to Phoenix with me. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's Natalie, Hotshot Adventures. Excuse the noise. Got one reefer over there, got one reefer over here, and I'm stuck in the middle. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys, it's Wednesday morning. I loaded this stuff yesterday in Vegas, and I just kind of wanted to show it to you guys real quick. Let me get past the reefer. So that's my freight load that I brought from SoCal. And then this is that van, that straight van, the little box truck that I was talking about. It's like a van one, not a huge one. But I picked it up from the auction from Odessa yesterday in Vegas. And originally I was just planning on picking the van up, and then I squeezed another one on the end. I'll show you that in a second. But I had to load the van in reverse because I got a little greedy and I wanted this other car, and then I couldn't fit it with the freight that I had. So what I did, there you go. What I did is, it's kind of hard, it's kind of hard to tell, but anyway, that's the end of the freight right here. It's really low, and then the rear of this van was really high. It's like 24, 22 inches. So I had to load the van in reverse, and that's not a big deal. I've loaded cars in reverse before. The thing that was tough for me was you can't see because of this whole box right here. You can't see the back. So I was just relying on my side mirrors to load this. So I kept getting in and out, in and out, in and out of the van just to make sure. God forbid, I don't want this thing to fall off my ramps or anything like that. So it took me a little bit. It was so hot in Vegas, and it was the middle of the day when I was loading this thing yesterday. So every time I would get out, I just snapped a picture of it kind of going up the ramps, but I did not set up my video camera to get actual footage of me rolling the van up. So sorry guys, but I was just too hot and it took a long time. I had already picked up the little car, so I had to offload the little car, reset my ramps, you know, and then load this van. And then I kept having to double check the freight. And then when the van was set, then I loaded the little car on the end. I loaded it back up. And so I have these 3 drops to do today. I'm gonna make the little car drop in a second here. And it's all in the Phoenix area. It's a total of $935, and it should be, now with the extra car, it'll be under 400 miles, loaded miles. And so, but that was the cool thing, that I got to kind of overlap the van with the freight. And so sometimes you got to get a little creative, and that's what I did. And that's the van. It's actually like, it's under 12 feet high total. And it was, you know, it was good. It was good. It just took me a little bit longer than I was expecting. And then this is the little Volkswagen Golf right there. And like I said, I'm gonna go drop it off in a second. And there's my overhang, there's my flag, everybody. And what else? Alright, I'm about to leave Arizona. I just got my first load, and I'm about 100 miles away from my second load. It is Wednesday, about noon. I just picked up a Bobcat mini excavator and a breaker. This is how you do it, boys. Nice and neat. When you cross scales, you ain't gonna have any problems. Look at that. Nice, neat chain job. And I threw a bungee around the excess. That sucker is so tight, I can't move it. Nice, neat chain job. That's how it's done. Load securement a la Natalie. Morning, morning. Happy Thursday. It's the end of the week for me. Wanted to go over my back haul from Phoenix. Yesterday was Wednesday morning. I had one partial of freight, and then the van, and then the little Volkswagen Golf on my trailer. So, and then I didn't have any plans for a back haul yesterday morning, and I booked these 2 pieces en route to all my other deliveries. So as I was making my 3 deliveries, I was looking on the load board and I ended up finding Bobcat E20 and a little breaker bar or concrete breaker, and the Bobcat E20 easy peasy chains, couple of straps on this one. Did a belly strap right there just for additional securement. It's not going anywhere. On my chains, nice, neat, done properly. All the excess chain has been bungeed up. Again, this will not move. None of this is going to move. All my stuff is nice and neat. And of course, right, we throw a strap over the little box so it doesn't bounce around and hurt anything. And then I got plenty of space because I don't want nothing to happen to this machine. This is a 2020 GMC Yukon XL Denali, probably pretty expensive, so wanted to make sure that she was way far away from the Bobcat. Anyways, all in all, yesterday was Wednesday. I did my 3 drops in Phoenix, and I picked these 2 pieces up, and I was actually able to make it home within my hours. So I slept last night in my own bed and took a shower in my own shower. And the wonderful thing about these 2 pieces, they pay $725, I think. $725 altogether for the 2 pieces. I got plenty of deck space, but I was only 300 miles away from home. So I'm not worried about maxing out my trailer or my space. It's 300 miles and it's a backhaul. You make your money on the way out, and backhaul, you get it whatever you get. That's for me. Anyways, that's for me. So that being said, $725, and the awesome thing about it, which is another big reason why I picked these 2 pieces, was because they both go to the same city, which is very close, like within 30 miles of my house. So it is Thursday morning and I am finishing up my run, but I slept in my house last night and I'm only going 30 miles away just to make these 2 deliveries, and I'm done for the weekend. So like I hardly even count today as a work day. Okay, just got done. It's Thursday, almost 1 o'clock. We left the house. Say hi, Lexi.
Hi.
We left the house like 9:30 this morning, so 3.5 hours. We just delivered the last piece and got home. And so I wanted to go over the miles and the revenue. So total loaded miles for the week was 1,205 miles, and my gross revenue for this week, 3.5 days, was $2,790. So if we divide those two numbers, that leaves us with $2.30. I think it's $2.34 or something like that per mile, per loaded mile. And now that we just got back to the house, my trip one, I'll take a picture of it in a second and show you guys, but my trip one is shows from the time the truck and trailer and myself leave the house, my house, to start the run, and then I stop it at when I return. So my trip one counts all miles, empty or loaded, and that's at 1,478. So about 270 miles of those I drove around empty, and then 1,205 of those miles I was loaded. So if we divide the gross revenue, which is $2,790, against the all miles, which is 1,478 total miles, empty or loaded, whatever, that puts me at $1.89 per mile of all miles.